My check one, 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 two. I just wanted to know if this works. Uh, right. Um, Without wasting much time, I'll just dive in straight. So, if you come across this video, just know that it is about private equity. And so I'll call this the architecture of a private equity firm, explained simply. Now, I do have some notes here, so I'll go through them, but most of the things I say are off head. Now, most people think you need millions to start a private equity firm. You don't. What you actually need is structure, strategy, and a network of talent. I am very, very heavy and particular on talent because without talent, you cannot find deals, neither can you execute deals. Private equity is not a finance business, it is a systems business. And once you understand the system, you can build a firm pretty much from ground zero. And I use that term loosely. Today I'm going to walk you through the architecture of a private equity firm, how it works, how it is built, and how you can start one long before you have institutional capital. And of course, not everything can be said here. There are certain intricacies that simply cannot be mentioned or even quantified. The goal here is to make things simple for your consumption or digestion. Now, what actually is private equity? Well, let's start by stripping away the myth. Private equity is it's simple at its core. You buy companies, improve them, and sell them for more than you paid. But the real engine isn't money, it is control, it is systems, it is talent. A private equity firm is three things: a capital raising machine, a deal sourcing machine, and a value creation machine. If you can build those three things or three engines, you can pretty much build a private equity firm. Now, to the three engines of a private equity firm, and we start with the capital engine or the capital engine. This is where most people will get stuck. They think capital comes first. It doesn't. Capital follows competence. Capital follows structure. Capital follows a clear thesis. Your capital engine includes your investment thesis, your track record or operator network, your fund structure, your limited partner relationships. And here you do not need institutional limited partners on day one. You can start with high net worth individuals. I know you can start with high net worth individuals, family offices, small co-investment groups, operator-led deals. The capital engine grows as your credibility grows. Two, the deal engine. Now, this is the lifeblood of a private equity firm. If you can source deals, you have leverage. Deal flow comes from brokers, bankers, operators, industry insiders, your personal network, proprietary outreach. The best private equity firms don't wait for deals, they create them. Three, the the value creation engine. Now, this is where real private equity firms differentiate themselves. Value creation is not financial engineering. Again, value creation is not financial engineering. It is operational improvement. It is better leadership, better systems, better processes, better talent, better strategy. This is why operator networks matter more than analysts. Operators build value, analysts measure it. Now, to the talent network, which of course, like I said earlier on, I'm very heavy on talent network. Here's the truth. The people who succeed in private equity aren't the ones with the most capital. They are the ones with the strongest operator network. Your operator bench is your competitive advantage. You need CEOs, CFOs, COOs, industry specialists, turnaround expert, These people become your value creation engine. They make your deals simply work. They make your limited partners trust you. They make your firm real. Now, to to the main source, that is how to actually start a private equity firm. Now let's start with model one, the micro fund. Here you raise a small pool of capital, $1 million to $5 million. Trust me, $1 million to $5 million is chicken change in the private equity firm uh, universe. And here, after raising the $1 million to the $5 million, you do one or two deals. Here you first prove your thesis, like I said earlier on, and scale from there. Model two, the search engine. Here you raise capital to search for one company, you buy it, run it, and exit. This is the fastest path to becoming a private equity operator. Model three, the holding company. Now, instead of raising a traditional fund, you buy companies permanently. This is pretty much the Berkshire Hathaway model, uh, Warren Buffett. Here it is simple, elegant, and extremely powerful. Model four, the prime contractor model, which is my favorite, as I have coined the term prime contractor private equity. Again, prime contractor private equity. Just so you know, you heard this here first. I think moving forward in the future, I have to maybe trademark it. So here you become the central node in an industry. You coordinate talent, capital, and operations. You do not need to own everything. You just need to control the system. Now, to the common mistakes, that is the common mistakes new private equity founders make. Let me save you some years of pain by stating the mistakes. First, they chase capital too early. They have no clear thesis. They have no operator network. They try to look big instead of being effective. They think private equity is about money instead of systems. Avoid these, and you are already ahead of 90% of people trying to enter the industry, the private equity industry. Now, with all this, I will end by saying private equity is not about capital, it is about competence. If you can build the system, the capital will find you. And to conclude, to put sugar on top of icing on the cake, I know this was oversimplified, but I will be around for a few minutes to answer any questions anyone has. I think there's only one person here. Thank you for staying. Thank you. I'll be around to answer any questions that you do have. Maybe I'll be around here a couple of seconds, minutes, and also to anybody who comes across this video after. There's always the comment section. You can always slide in and ask questions. And mind you, I always talk about things that I am doing myself or I have done. And so whenever I speak about them, I'm speaking from experience. And as time goes on, more and more interesting topics will become coming about. In fact, I say my whole channel is actually interesting because it's evergreen content, cross use evergreen content. It's quite unfortunate that the world hasn't caught up to it yet, but we still keep putting in value. And so you can peruse my old channel, and trust me, believe you me, about 99% of the time you're going to learn something from this very channel. I say with my full chest because I know the value I'm putting out. And so yeah, all good stuff. Thank you so much. More and more are coming. Thanks for being here. And so I'll give it like a minute since you are the only person here. It's kind of awkward, but that is how great movements start. They always start with one person and all that. I'm not oblivious to that. If you do have any questions, fine. If you don't, I will just leave and return much later because there are more and more interesting topics to come about. So if you have no question, fine. And to those who will come across this video after it is made available to people. Um, I mean, made available online on YouTube. Yeah, you can always ask questions. I'll do my best to answer the ones I can answer. Note, I don't know everything, but the ones that little I know it very, very well because I'm doing it or I have done it. So yeah, let's say, yeah, I do have an email. I always try, I always try to separate my business email from my personal, since as I'm just gonna put it here. This is my personal email. My business email, I use it for, um, I use for, uh, people like things when they are official. So yeah, you can reach me here. Um, Let me just drop in my socials as well. I always like to lay things bare so that you can always reach me. Um, this is my, I'm trying to find my LinkedIn. Um, we are creating a movement. It will take time for people to catch on, but that is okay. But the good thing is everything here is being. Oh, okay, okay, okay. If you say so. So um, yeah, I'm trying to put in my what do you call it? I think I always try to put at least one social media stuff so that I always like when people do due diligence on whoever is talking because there are a whole lot of bad nuts among us. They always make the work difficult for us. Uh, okay, so I think that yeah, good. So this is my LinkedIn. Yeah. And funny enough, I think the system always rewards you when you are doing things, little by little. Um, uh, so yeah. Oh, okay, this is good. Okay, good. So yeah. So since there are no questions, let me just delete this. Yeah. Since there are no questions coming in, what I'll do is I'll just leave. I mean, this is made available to people, in future. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that suggestion as well. You yeah. So always make sure that everything is made available for people to peruse, to do their due diligence. Because hey, um, me personally, I have accepted my life purpose, and there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of money to also make as well. So yeah, thank you so much. If you come across here, just do with this information however you please. Thank you. Stay safe.